Welcome to the Tech Show.
Coming up this week, we've got more new bikes, more shocking news, a really exciting announcement, and some really cool electric tech. Up in the Northern Hemisphere at the minute, we're sort of at the luxury of having longer evenings.
Well, up until a couple of days away. Yeah, we've got to make the most of it.
Don't remind me. We need to make the most of it. So, I don't know about you, but I've been fancying rides in the evening more at the minute, just where we've got more daylight. Yeah. So, here at the office, well, we've got to get home.
Yes,
and then we've got to get back out on our bikes.
Yeah, we do.
It's just that awkward bit in the middle that how can we speed that up? How can we make getting back out the door less faff and a bit quicker?
Yeah, no, very much so. That house inertia, once you get back, bit of doom scrolling, maybe read of a magazine. Do you remember them? Sort of like mashed up dead trees. Yeah. How do you break the house inertia, beat the faff? How do you do it?
I think it sort of boils down to having everything ready to go. So you're not running around all over the place.
Okay, right, nice.
And there's sort of different steps and different sort of chapters to that.
Okay.
I guess, so start with the bike.
Sensible. Yeah,
that's what we're here for. So, I guess, when you last used the bike, put it away in a state that's ready to go.
So it's all ready, not, I need to fix the stem or my Garmin mount's not in the right place.
Yep.
Right,
need to adjust my gears brake. Yeah. So with that, make sure everything's correctly adjusted.
Yep.
Bolt checked.
Yep.
And I mean, bolt checking as well, if you're running cleats, do that. I've been in a rush before, had a loose cleat, come off and crack ribs, which isn't fun.
No,
Don't do
that's
it.
not good.
No. So correctly adjusted, clean as well. Doesn't need to be immaculate, just...
I'd argue it doesn't have to be clean.
No, just like moving bits need to go around.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
So we got that. And then, as well, some bikes now, like we're quite lucky, have batteries in.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, my gravel bike at the moment does have a battery.
Yeah.
And that's my kind of go-to one because it's easier to head out the door because there's less faff. I'm not fiddling with suspension or thinking are they the right tyres because they're probably the wrong tyres for quite a lot of the trail, but then they'll be the right ones in other bits. But you're right, it does have a battery. I keep forgetting about charging it.
And so lots of bikes now can come with lots of batteries, so I guess keep on top of keeping them charged.
Yep.
If you're using head units or watches for navigation.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. So how many times you got to the end of a ride, seen charge level at like 10%, and I go, it's fine. And then you've gone to use it the next time and it's been flat.
Yeah.
Keep on top of that. And then if you are planning on staying out later than the sun allows, you're going to need torches.
And yeah, I guess like head torch, like headlight for the bike, tail light or rear light as well.
Yeah.
And actually, if you're in the sort of southern hemisphere, that's the right way around, isn't it? Well, you'll be heading out for night rides probably at the moment. I know in really hot places, people go out for night rides as well because it's often a little bit cooler.
That makes sense, yeah.
But yeah, you do need to make sure it's all charged, don't you?
Yeah.
And I guess that sort of like fits with lights. I'd be sticking it all on the bike and sticking it on the helmet. But then that leads to what else do you need for a bike ride in terms of you've got your helmet, what other kit do you need? So
we're talking tools.
Oh yeah, like a sort of like normal stuff that we're going to pack in a sort of like hydration pack or pack.
Rather handily here, we have your hip pack. So what do we have in the hip pack?
Well, all the normal spares that we would need. So we've got a tube, always good. I've got some of the TPU ones, which are really good. They're really small, so you can actually get two in the same space.
That's cool.
A multi-tool. I've actually got one of those in the down tube of the bike. Yeah.
See these?
One with a chain tool, I think, is always really important.
And with that chain master links.
Yeah,
as well.
Quick links.
And make sure they're the right ones for your chain as well.
Yes, because 12 speed don't work with 11 speed.
No.
Yeah, I tried.
We've got a tube. Need a pump to inflate it.
Oh, yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah.
So
not going to get far without it.
No, one of those. Then if you're running tubeless.
Yep.
Tubeless plug kit.
Very good. Yes.
And with that, make sure you've got spare, I guess, plugs as well.
Worms, sometimes they're called. Not actual worms, obviously, that would be really, really bad.
And then a tyre lever.
A tyre lever. I normally have two. Most of the time you can get off with your thumbs, but it's always good if you've got a stubborn tyre to have a tyre lever.
And then interestingly, you suggested that, some tyre sealant.
Yeah, I just think if you're going out for a while and you've got tubeless and you know which sealant you're using, then taking a bit more with you, because sometimes it'd be surprising how much can leak out if you've got a bigger flat. So before you kind of plug it, you could stick more in, then plug it. I've just seen it on kind of like, it just gets you out of trouble. Yeah. And it's not that heavy, is it? It's like 120 grams. Easy.
Fair enough. And then whilst we have got, like, I guess, a hydration pack here as well.
Yep.
Having your hydration pack element ready to go as well.
Yeah, having the bladder all sorted, that's a really good idea, yeah.
So our one's tucked in here. like that. But I know I keep mine in the freezer. Just to stop things growing in it when you're not using it. So make sure that is defrosted. And then you had a really good point about sort of keeping your drink cool as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tip I've heard from people who live in those, hot climates, so not the UK. Maybe if we have a one in, like 10 years heat wave, is, partially fill your bladder. Do check the instructions, because different instructions will make a difference, because some aren't meant to be filled with water and put in freezers, but you can put, like, half fill it with water, put it in the freezer, it freezes, top it up with water, and then as you ride along, you've got a nice slushy to keep you cool and keep your back cool.
Quite literally very cool.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's good.
That's nice. So that's, I guess, on the bike.
Yeah, so we've got bike ready, we've already said about helmet, just in case we're going to run a head torch or not. I guess the other thing is then, well, like shoes, we've touched on a little bit, but if you're running clips, make sure that you've got your shoes ready. So you're not mismatched with shoes. If you're running flats, well, get your shoes ready. But you can't, well, in the UK, you'd be frowned upon for riding just in socks. So I guess all the rest of your kit would be key as well.
I must keep it clean, keep it ready to go as well. So these are all sort of the night before, if not the morning before you go to work, sort of preparation things. So having a riding kit ready to literally run through the door, pop that on, clip your backpack on, helmet, shoes, out the door.
Nice.
Yeah. So I know I've run around the house chasing after socks.
Yeah, no, that's...
and things before. So, just having everything convenient and in one place ready to go and just knowing where it all is.
Yeah, no, that's really... And all laid out. Minimising the faff, minimising that inertia that can steal you from a bike ride. No, really good. I mean, that's our tips, but what are your tips? What things have you got that help you get out of the door and break that inertia? Or are you commuting off-road to the office or to your work? Let us know in the comments down below. And if you've got any other top tips that we've missed, let us know.
Time for the news. So,
excellent.
We'll start with some exciting new bikes.
Brilliant, what have we got?
I say bikes plural because Orbea have updated their Ocam platform.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Platforms, so the SL and the LT. So you've got the SL, which is aimed at being sort of fast and flowing, sort of more efficient over a long ride. So we say 140 mm of travel front and rear, paired with a 65.5 degree head angle and a 78 degree seat tube angle. Like I said, it's got the remote lockout as well, which is really cool.
Nice.
Rather excitingly, this new update features an adjustable head angle.
Oh, that is cool.
Yep, so a total range of 1.5 degrees, which sort of breaks down to, minus or plus 0.75. There is a neutral setting as well.
Okay.
As well as that, they have updated to have the cables route externally of the headset.
Okay, yep.
So for ease of serviceability, but if you so choose, you can still run them internally for that sort of sleek, minimal look. Okay,
so you can kind of go, up by the stems, it's all neat and tidy through the headset, or you can run it into the down tube.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you've got options there. That's really good to see.
Nice. Yep, we've got the LT version as well, 150 rear, 160 front, with the adjustable high-low on the lower shock mount.
Okay, so that's kind of like dropping the bottom bracket down a little bit. So you've got even more adjustment on that.
Loads of adjustment on that bike.
Head angle adjustment and sort of bottom bracket height as well, which is, semi-all related, but separate options. Nice. Are they just all carbon? What have we got?
No, so we've got multiple specs in carbon and multiple specs in aluminium now as well.
Oh, that's very good to see.
On both chassis. So with the carbon LT, that starts at £4,199.
Okay.
3,999 on the SL, and then moving into the aluminium frame, so the long travel, so LT, is £2,599, and then the SL aluminium is £2,299.
Okay, that's really good.
Yeah, it is.
That's really interesting pricing. Nice to see. Very good. So we've got news, but it's a bit of a tease.
Yeah.
So last week, TQ launched a new motor. It's the HPR60, which has got 60 newton meters of torque, peak power of 350 watts. All very exciting by itself, but at the same time, Propane sort of sneakily teased that they've got a new Sresh SL that uses this motor, which is really exciting. In terms of details, well, it's out on the 26th of June, so a little while away, but we know that, it's got this new TQ motor, so it's got 60 newton meters of torque, 350 watts, 150mm rear travel, 160 front, a 360 or 580 watt-hour battery, which is removable too, and you can do a 160, 100 watt hour range extender.
Nice.
160 watt hour. Yeah, I think I've said that the right way around. That's all the details we've got for now. There's lots of little teasers on the Propane website. It's the Stress SL. More news when we get it.
Yeah. More exciting bike news. So Ari have revived their 801 sort of dirt jump platform.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so the sort of dirt jump pump track bike. Yep. So you've got a 26-inch wheel option, and now you've got a 27.5 wheel inch option. So both designed to be paired with a 100mm fork.
Yep.
Both frames featuring sort of a threaded gyro system on the front as well for all your bar spin and tail whip action. Quite exciting there. Both frames made from 6061 T6 aluminium. The 26-inch frame has a 69-degree head angle, and then the 27.5-inch wheel option comes 1 degree slacker, 10mm longer on the back end with a 20mm lower bottom bracket. All these sort of little changes aimed at making it more trail-like.
Okay, yeah.
Which is very exciting. For versatility too, the 27.5-inch frame, you can actually fit a rear mech to it.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah. Nice.
So they do a pro build, that they're calling it, with the SRAM GXDH 7 group set on it.
Okay.
That comes in at $1,799, but if you wanted to just get the frame set and build it up exactly how you want, prices start from $549.
Very good. And shocking news. This is from Push Industries, so the sort of American brand, I guess, that made waves when they launched an inverted fork couple, I want to say not this year, but previous year. So they've got a new VTX shock, which uses Push's 8.9 damper. As you might imagine, with numbers, there's a lot of numbers with this. So it's now got tool-free adjustment for compression and rebound, and it's got a massive 28 clicks of adjustment for high-speed and low-speed compression, which seems like a huge amount. But I guess if you're wanting that perfect setup, having all those different setups is a good thing. 18 clicks on slow-speed rebound, so it is exceptionally tunable. I guess we just need to preface that all because you might have more clicks, I guess you know where you are versus in between clicks. It might not, the range of adjustment might not be more, but there's more clicks, so that always seems a bit more better. Push uses the dual valve technology, so you can kind of adjust how firm the pedal mode is, or the ascend mode as they call it. So yeah, it's sort of open position adjustments. 2 tunes are available. Yeah, and there's a tune for EMTB bikes as well. You can adjust the stroke on it, which is quite clever. So 2.5mm adjustments on it. Unfortunately, or fortunately, as lots of things from Push are, it is spendy to get all that wonderful tech. So the rear shock, just the damper alone, no spring, is £865. And then it's $95 for the spring, and then there's $20 for the mounting kit as well. So spendy, but I'm sure very, very good.
And on to that really exciting announcement.
Excellent, love it.
So, Industry 9 has acquired We Are One Composites.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a really big move. That's very exciting.
So it's a formal partnership bringing together the 2 leading brands, i9 with their precision machining and engineering expertise, and then We Are One with their sort of cutting edge composite work, which is really cool. Having 2 leading brands is generally just quite exciting for like innovation and sort of pushing things forward. So both brands are staying put in their respective homes. So clever. i9 being based out of Asheville, North Carolina, and then We Are One based in Kamloops, British Columbia. So both prime riding destinations are sort of playing into the sort of community knowledge and sort of expertise on that to make products that we as cyclists want. Yeah. So I'm quite excited to see where this goes. Yeah, no, it'd be really good. I think we've actually done a visit on the tech channel to i9. Yes, we have. So yeah, if you haven't watched that video, go and watch it. Okay, Shimano Q Auto. Right, this is another exciting product from Shimano, and I suspect lots of people will be like, oh, it's not that. Don't worry, just simmer down on that one. Okay, so Q Auto, it allows a batteryless shifting, and it's sort of at the moment it's on gravel, hybrid, and trekking bikes, and it uses Shimano's Q's Di2 parts, which I think is quite fun because we've got Q Auto for Qs. Yeah. As a dyslexic, I find that really fun. We've got lots of Qs in there. Okay, so the system is a clever free hub that, well, basically it's kind of like a dynamo in there. So it means that it can charge the operating system that runs Di2, and it means that you don't have to have a battery for the rear mech because it runs off the rear hub. There is a capacitor that's said to hold a charge for, I think it was just over 12 months.
Oh, wow.
Very cool. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have to pedal it for 12 months and then you can go again and charge it up.
Yeah.
Brilliant. It's got lots of sensors, so it allows speed and allows smooth shifting because it also auto shifts, which is very clever, I think. So lots of options for the new rear hub. So 28, 32 and 36 holes. It seems to be the HG freehub body, so that means it's 10-speed or 11-speed link glide.
Yep.
There's 2 Q's rear mechs being launched with this as well. So there's a long cage and a short cage as well. And there's also a new little shifter pod as well, which has got 3 settings or 3 buttons. So one is for shifting, and then there's a third, which means that you can do manual shifting or switch to this auto mode.
Yeah. Cool stuff I've seen this week. Pardon me if I butcher the name on this, but Justinus Livica.
Yes, the bikepacking extraordinaire.
Yes, was seen at the Trans-Balkan race riding a Full-Sus Trek branded gravel bike, which is quite interesting. So the back end on it looked very derivative of the Super Caliber XC bike.
Yeah.
That was then paired with a RockShox Rudy Forks full surround build kit, and then what looked like a custom built tail fin frame bag. So for that to have been made, the frame must have been about for a little bit as well.
Or use parts that are kind of already around for the through axle. Interesting stuff. Okay, on a bikepacking theme, there's a reason why we're talking about bikepacking stuff, which I'll reveal later. This is Quinder. We've shown her always before with drop bars. Now it's all packed up, and I think it's even got aero bars. It's got loads of stuff on there now. So it's not just drop bars. It's got some custom bags from Tailfin, and it's all for probably the toughest mountain bike race on the planet, which is the Tour Divide, where you run from Canada all the way along the Continental Divide, all this mountain range that runs the kind of the length of America, all the way down to Mexico. So it's a huge event. And the fun thing about the bags that she's got on there, some of them have got this wonderful sort of pink hue. As we've mentioned, Quinder is an artist, so Tailfin centre fabric, she painted it.
Oh, cool.
And then they made it into the bags in a custom way. So, lots to watch, lots of exciting stuff. The reason why we're talking about this Tour Divide is it starts on Friday the 13th, and you can get very excited and be a dot watcher and, see how people go. It's a really stacked field at the race this year. So, have a watch.
Cool. And then, last cool thing, I think you actually saw it in, 3D.
I did, I was in Leogang catching up with lots of XC and downhill and enduro stuff, and I thought I'd captured quite a lot. But then at the finish line, I saw, Ellie Connolly's bike, which I thought she was meant to be on a Cannondale Habit, but this bike doesn't look exactly like the current Cannondale Habit.
Ooh.
So what bike it is, we're not sure. It's definitely a Cannondale. But I guess as and when we find out more, watch this space.
Nice. Quiz time.
Oh, love quiz. Right, where were we? Was I here last week? No. Was I?
I think you were. You've been all over the place, haven't you? So, anyway, last week we asked Cane Creep, when they were Diacomp USA, what was the iconic game-changing product they made for Mr. Paul Turner?
Of course, because Cane Creek are celebrating 30 years of being in production, for want of a better word, or making stuff, and they've got all those blue cool products that they've got.
Yes.
Okay, so I thought loads of people would get this, and there was quite a lot of almost there. Some people talking about angle sets, which they did do, headset, or a headset, I should say, because they did that as well.
I think we had some answers about centerable brakes as well.
Wow, I mean, alas, no. What I was thinking of, and the key clue was there, Mr. Paul Turner, he who founded RockShox. It was the RockShox RS1, and our winner of much pride is Tim and drum brakes. Well done to both of you, because it was Paul Turner had developed RockShox, and Diacomp USA made the first couple of batches of the RockShox RS1 fork.
Nice.
Useless, but fun fact.
So, what are we doing for this week's question?
What are we? What are we going to do? It's a lot of tech. Go.
I know,
you got one already?
I think I've got one. It's more to do with cool bike tech than just the mountain bike sector, but with the chat about Shimano's new Q Auto system and automatic shifting. What was the first product in cycling to make use of a constantly variable transmission, also known as CVT?
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Put your answers in the comments down below.
And then your comments.
Brilliant. Love this bit,
So, yeah, we love reading your comments and responding to them, so make sure you get them in. Give us cool stuff to talk about. But in the last week, there was a lot of excitement over, that new XTR group set.
Yeah, it's really exciting. It's really fun. So, Twigger Happy? Oh, I like that, yeah. Twigger Happy, very fun. He owns 9 mountain bikes with a mix of SRAM, XT and XTR. He'd choose XTR all day long. Super excited that they've finally done it. Excited when this trickles down to XT. Is it going to trickle down? Ooh. Oh, wow. OK, that's exciting news. I've not heard that before.
So this one came in under hashtag Ask GMBN Tech as well.
Oh, right, we're just squeezing an extra. Yeah. Clever, like it, yeah.
So does the new XTR RD, is it compatible with road levers, essentially, for 1x mullet?
Oh, OK, yeah.
Gravel setups. So there's nothing been said officially, but after the announcement of XTR, I did see some rather interesting looking builds kicking round, so have a look about.
I mean, the current GRX uses a mountain bike sort of cassette because it uses the microspline, so it feels like you would be able to. And I guess that means you get rid of the road, I've got to think, is the road rear mech and front mech, they're cabled, aren't they? And then it's the shifters that are wireless. So it sounds like, it feels like you might be able to move to a full wireless setup. Interesting. Watch this space for more. OK, this is off the Leargang DH EDR tech. We've got another video from there as well, all about the XC tech, including Isla Short's Getty. And I'm mentioning that not for any reason apart from she got a career best 7th place.
Nice.
In incredibly grotty conditions. So amazing work, Isla, well done. Huge, just, praise. Very good, well done. Anyway, this is from Bruce K. Bike Drifter. He said he loves my work. It's a full team. It's not just me. Everyone is trying hard to get stuff out. All really big team effort. But yeah, apparently I need to be let out of the studios more than in the pits. I'm not sure the pits would be that keen on that, but we'll find out. And yes, he also says, shout out to everyone who answered Johnny's snot. I'd asked about what special lubricant you'd need for a very specific grip shift from back in the day. But yeah, lots of you got it right, so well done. What are we looking forward to this next week? What exciting things have we got?
So we have got an awesome pro bike check from Legend of XC.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Very cool.
Very, 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 very winning Swiss racer.
Nice.
Yeah. Can you guess who?
Then I think I'm doing an explainer on everything you need to know about like oils, lubes, cleaners.
Oh, brilliant. That'd be very good. OK, if you haven't already joined the debate down below, then do. Join in, tell us. Let us know which bits of news you really like and, what other bits of tech, be it XC, enduro or downhill, that you want us to cover, because that's what we'll do.